you might have gotten a little confused at the beginning of that music. If you're right now live on our stream.
Oh, it went out live. Oops.
We were live at that moment.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I know. Hey, that's being live.
It's your first technical difficulty.
Oh, no, there's been plenty before. Now, do we say something?
Your first live technical difficulty.
I've had plenty of live difficulties.
Yeah.
Technical or not. So, hey, everybody, it's Chuck with Bacon on the Rocks. Welcome to another episode. I'm here with Mike and Xavier, and we're excited to be here. This is show number 2, live with the stream. And, Mike, the first one didn't go too bad.
No, I think it was good.
So,
for being a wing it kind of show, it went pretty well.
And we're definitely winging this every week. I just got them the scripts
pretty soon it will just be more El Natural. Right?
It will be. Yep, absolutely.
So, right.
We got to set up the background every time for Mike because look, he's got the fancy glass back there.
Yes. I know, I get the fancy background.
I know you made it. Dude, that's amazing.
You got to get a background. You got to get yourself a background.
Yeah, right.
Green screen. You can't green screen it. You should green screen.
No,
you can go live on
can't key with that.
Live on location.
I would love to do some live locations. If anybody was looking for us to sit there and do some location shoots here and be live, we would absolutely love it. I would have to figure out technically how we can do it to stream it, but I would still figure it out.
If they have internet, right? We
would probably have to switch things up a little bit, but we could still do. We can make things. We make things happen here. There's no excuses, right, Xavier?
No, we make it work.
Totally.
Xavier's being very quiet right now. He's not happy because the camera's pointing at him. Xavier, let's see a shot of you right now. I'm watching your finger.
No, he's like, no.
No, he hit the button. Xavier,
you should let me be in charge of that thing.
He's crying. I know if he's going to be like this, then it is going to be taken away from him.
We should have a live Xavier word counter.
Ooh. So wait,
right?
What do you
so
say
every
so far,
time he said something, we can just hit the button.
I wish we had that.
I think like the last show it was like 2. It was like 2.
Yeah.
So he's a man of few words.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
He likes to do more of the behind the scenes stuff. So he's not like his dad at all. So again, that we are streaming live right now to YouTube. I was about to say another
YouTube.
place, but we're going to YouTube because you know what? It's just the way they're expanding. They have like now just a podcast section itself, and don't know. I got to kind of take advantage of that.
Are we in the podcast section too, or no?
No, we're just in the live.
I know. I noticed that today because I was setting it up for people to watch at home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I'm gonna subscribe. I'll do this and set up notifications. So hopefully, when we go live, it's gonna alert them, right?
Yeah.
On the TV, and they can hit it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not there, so I can't tell. We'll see how it goes.
So, one thing I want to say is we've talked about it before, but we've got new things happening here that we mentioned last week. The website is very, very close. Like I was telling you guys a little bit earlier, we just got to get some headshots on there, and really, I think we're ready to go. So excited about that. Also, the hotline. People called. People texted. That's amazing. Yeah. We're excited about that, and we have them recorded. One of them's really funny, and then one of them's just like, at least for me, I'm kind of like...
I think they're both funny.
Yeah, well, they're both funny, but I don't like the second one I'll play as much, but
we'll get in that. That's yours, but it's okay.
That's to come. So we'll see how things go.
Yeah, save those for later. Just
that's the last thing. And then we've got a question for all of you that we're going to have at the end of the show we want you to call in and give us your responses of what you think.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, voicemail response. That'd be perfect. Yeah. Or live. I don't know. What are you saying?
What are you switched on?
Who are we talking to?
Who's on camera? Oh, it was? Because it looks like Mike's on.
Uh-oh.
Because Red is dead.
No. Yep.
He was on. Okay, he's switching all over. I don't know what
I need a little red light. I need like a little red light
that
lights up that I can just be like, okay, my camera's on. I can look over here. Because I try not to look at him, like looking at you and looking down and looking over here. I'll get used to it.
Do I look pretty? Okay.
I'll get better. Sure. I just got to learn when I talk. I just got to look straight ahead and just talk, and it'll be okay.
Yeah. So what's new this week, Mike?
Let's see. This week itself, not much. Yeah. I had a huge cornhole tournament that we played this weekend.
Oh, is that the thing that you're calling me about?
Yeah, there was 32 or 33 teams.
Holy cow.
So it's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
So we had 1, 2...
Was this just at your house?
It's at a friend's house.
Oh, wow.
My friend Cliff. We had 6 sets of boards, 32 or 33 teams, double elimination. It's pretty crazy. And we do it all like real deal. So there's an app called Scoreholio. And use it for cornhole. So we put all the teams in there. We had a bracket, do a randomizer so everybody gets their teammate. Like,
this is serious stuff.
It's like serious. The first one we did last year was like 19 teams. So this one was even bigger. So,
Okay.
It gets bigger and bigger. Like we're going to have to I don't know. Might have to do a registration fee and cash prizes. You don't know. It's getting big.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's getting big. I lost my first 2 games. So I was out quick. Yeah. It was bad.
I lost you right now. There we go. You're bad.
Yeah. I lost my 2 games, not you. But, Okay.
I'm never lost to you, Mike. I'm always around.
Yep, I lost my first 2 games, so I didn't make it too far, but it was pretty fun.
Good.
And it probably played. Oh God, it went on for a while. So
How like what do you think?
Oh God, I want to say that let's see, we started just after 1:00. I think we were playing for at least 4 hours.
Wow.
Like that's a lot of games to get through.
Yeah.
And we played Bust Rule. So with Bust Rule, if you go over 21, you go back to 13.
Okay.
So some games can take forever.
Yeah.
Because if you bust, you got to go back. So some people bust 2 or 3 times in one game, and then it's like, oh my God. So yeah, if you don't play the Bust Rule, you can get through the games real quick because it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you need 1 point, you just get one in the hole. It's okay.
Oh, okay.
The hardest thing is when you get to 20 and you got to get that 1 point.
Yeah.
So you got to get 1 on the board. It's a lot easier said than done because that's when every single one that you've thrown that didn't go in the hole will now go in the hole.
Of course.
So it's like, no matter what you
Now
do,
when
they
you're
just
not trying.
like, it's like, boom, they slide in the hole. So yeah, but it was fun. It was good. And we were supposed to play Saturday, but we didn't play Saturday because it rained. Well, sorry. It didn't rain, but that was the idea. So we kind of pushed it to Sunday.
Yeah. And then it rained
And
Sunday.
then it ended up raining Sunday, it rained Sunday morning, but we got it in. We got it in. So that's all that matters. But that's all that I really did this weekend.
So
you, anything good?
Not a lot. Just, we're just, I don't know. What do we even do this weekend? I don't even remember what we do. It's always like cleaning the house. There's nothing in fun or entertaining.
I did nothing today.
Let me put it that way.
I know that. I did nothing today.
That's a nice feeling.
Today was just a very blah day. Like the do nothing day.
Yeah.
And I don't like those days. And nobody in my family likes those days. Everybody's just like, we're bored. We're bored. Because it maybe the rain, I don't know, something. Yeah. It was just like one of those days where you don't do anything and you're just kind of like, what did I do? Nothing. And you sat there and you're like, I wasted my day.
Yep.
But today was my wasted day. Tomorrow I got to do something different.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's okay. Just a reminder again, we mentioned the hotline. You can call in during the show. Yeah. So Xavier, if you want to put up that phone number, you can call us at 315-728-9151. Yeah. And then we can take your phone call and you can talk about whatever, you like something you're hearing. You want to just say, hey, Mike, Xavier, you're awesome. Chuck, you're horrible. You can say whatever you want. You never know. But feel free to call in. Just know if it's getting a little crazy, we may have to mute you and hang up too. So I don't know. It's live.
Yeah, calls can get disconnected.
Calls can get disconnected all the time.
It happens. Technical difficulties, they happen.
And the other side is on YouTube. If you're watching, you can sit there and comment to Xavier because he would love to be talking to somebody during this. So he has got the comments up. Xavier, make sure you let them know you're out there and say, hey, everybody, write to me now.
If you say, hey, everybody.
Hi.
There you go. That's 2.
That's 3.
2. Oh, 3. 3 words.
2.
On the counter. Ding, ding.
Not sentences.
Ding.
We're going like, words you're saying.
If he does a sentence, like you can, if Xavier says a sentence and you can call in and repeat the sentence he used, you can win like something free.
We'll get you a free T-shirt.
We don't know what we'll give. We don't know what we'll give you, but if you could repeat a sentence that Xavier says, or put all the words together that he said in the whole show into a sentence,
give us an accurate count.
Yeah, that's it. Watch, we'll have like Xavier word counters out there.
Oh yeah,
he said 4 words, and we're
gonna make sure that says how many words did Xavier say today?
Yeah, 3. We're counting. Where's my pen? I need a pen. 3.
Oh, I don't know. I was supposed to bring a pen with me.
No,
too.
we don't need pens. All right. Anyway,
so I did want to say one thing. Has this ever happened to you, especially because Xavier I know was suffering today? Amazon was supposed to bring him a very special gift.
Oh no!
And it said it was supposed to be delivered today, and then
it's like, oh, 4 sorry, but it's going to be delivered tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Xavier, that's probably why he's a little more quiet today because last show he wasn't as bad.
That just happened to me on Saturday.
Did it? Oh, that's what I was going to ask.
Saturday,
did it ever happen to you?
Did the same thing, and it's usually, and it's funny because it's the ones that are like in stock for next day delivery.
Yeah.
And immediately you see it's like, oh, carrier picked it up, and then like you're going to bed, it's like in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, it's going to be here, and then you get it, and you're like, well, it didn't even come from anywhere.
Okay.
California, they can get it there tomorrow, but when it goes to my local place, it's like, oh, we got mixed up.
We need more time.
So then it came Sunday, and then I ended up being all happy for it, and then I didn't need it.
Here's the question I have though. When this happened to you, were they delivering it via USPS, UPS, or was it Amazon? Oh, it was Amazon itself. His was the post office.
It's always Amazon for me.
Yeah, Xavier's like, wait, it was?
The post office hasn't really brought anything to me for Amazon
it
in a while.
It said USPS on this one.
Wow.
So
did it come from Prime? Was it?
I think so.
Prime?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a what is it, Xavier?
Skimboard.
That's 2 more words.
5. What did you say?
Like
skim.
I know, right?
Skim, like SKIM.
You got to talk in the mic to communicate with people.
What do you skim with it?
Water.
Oh
my gosh! Wow.
Like a real one, like for like Going on vacation or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, when
So you're
hit
going to
the
throw
wave-
it down at the beach and try to just like jam across like the little wave that comes in?
Yeah, I'll get some shots and show you how well he does.
Right? Like when the wave crashes on shore, you're going to get a running start and try to skim on the little puddle that's there? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
I want to see the video.
yep.
Sounds exciting.
Him and his buddy. We'll see
Sounds
what
very
happens.
exciting. If it rains enough here, you guys probably do it in the backyard or something.
Probably
You know,
could
there's
soon,
usually a lot
yeah.
of standing water, so you could probably go somewhere and just you get yourself on the news that way.
I know, right?
WKTV. We found some kids in New Hartford. They were skimboarding on the puddles during the flood.
Because it hasn't stopped raining for days.
Right, exactly.
So
So
how about
do
in Hawaii though? That fire! Oh my gosh, in Maui,
it's pretty crazy, but
it's
I mean,
insane. I
like,
couldn't believe how quick.
everything's a volcano out there.
Yeah, but it
So-
wasn't a volcano, wasn't
So it has to be. What else would start a fire in
It's-
in Hawaii?
I think it was a volcano. I don't know. See, I can't say for sure, but I didn't.
You sure?
I haven't heard anybody say anything about a volcano.
As soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh man, some volcano somewhere must have set this on fire.
don't
Because
think it was.
aren't volcanoes like just like flowing through the streets everywhere?
It happens, but
Like
I
every
mean,
island is like an active volcano. So like,
but the way this fire went, I think I don't think they know how it started officially yet.
why are there forest fires everywhere? What is going on?
I don't know. Like Hawaii.
Who thinks it's funny to light forest fires all over the place? Now Hawaii.
I was like
Now Hawaii too. Like
So, but the thing is, for whatever reason, which Hawaii is tropical, which means it pretty much like rains every day. So it surprises me that it was that dry there that a fire would
that's why-
consume the way it did.
that's why I think volcano, because
I don't think it's a volcano.
volcano can set anything on
Look it
fire.
up.
Volcanoes can.
I know what they can.
Volcanoes can set water on
I
fire.
understand.
Okay, like picture that water burning. No, you know what I
Water's
mean?
on fire.
But that's true. So,
Especially if
but
there's
that's what
gas
I
on the
thought.
top.
So I don't know. I haven't looked at the articles. I just, you know how the news is. You can't read. You have to read like 42 different news broadcasts
Yeah.
to try to come up with your own idea of what's going on in the world.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I just, you know,
I know.
I'll just wait till somebody fact checks it and finds out what really happened. You know.
I know. I know that they need help. I know, just like everything when there's a disaster like that, and there's still like a good. Is it 1,000 people are missing? Maybe a little less.
So what kind of
No,
trees are
not
burning?
that.
What kind of trees are
It's
there?
got to be everything's burning.
Palm trees?
Everything.
What's-
Palm trees. Everything's burned. Houses.
I'm just thinking
cars.
Maui forest. It's got to be like rainforest jungle style.
So
It's terrible. There's
yeah.
a lot of deaths going on too. Like I
Yeah,
read that.
they're
I'm
up
like,
to
holy
90
moly.
something.
Like that's pretty scary, dude.
Yeah, up to 90. That's the most in any forest fire.
Well,
any
maybe
wildfire.
because I gotta imagine it gets pretty windy probably on the islands and stuff like that. So maybe
yeah.
like it's probably not good.
Yeah, no, that's just it. So, hoping for the best, everybody out there. And I know that there's someone here locally actually like taking in water and things like that that are gonna ship
Send
out
over
to
there?
Hawaii.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so so that's really cool. But I want to go back to you. I mean, we weren't really talking about pickleball so much,
God.
but we were talking about you and your thing, and you are the pickleball master.
I am the pickleball
in this
master.
room,
Yes.
especially in this room.
Unfortunately, I am.
So Xavier is going to queue up a video that we have.
Yeah.
You're ready. Okay. So I'm gonna just for those that can't see it
I
because you're
didn't
listening
watch
to
it.
the
I'm gonna
podcast.
listen. I'm gonna listen to the video.
You'll listen, but you don't hear much. I don't think you just
right.
kind of. But what it is there is a pickleball match going on, and it's a team. Well, pickleball is always team, isn't it? Isn't it always like two people?
No, it can be singles.
can it be?
But
Okay.
most of the stuff you're gonna see,
Yeah.
like as far as like rec play and stuff, will be doubles.
Okay.
So,
So I just want to check on that. I didn't want to misspeak. But there is a dual match going on, and someone gets hit by the pickleball in the head. And then in the video, it says 10 minutes later, the person comes back out. And I want to know what your thoughts are. Should you really be out? Because I'm looking at the pickleball, and we'll come back on the other side, and you can kind of tell me what you think. But I'll kind of give you my thoughts after too. So Xavier, let's kick it over to the pickleball.
Irvin taking that ball
Is there any
off the
sound?
side.
Hit right there, Dom.
Oh, we don't hear it though. Oh, that's right. I
Back
forgot.
here
See
on
with the
championship
podcast.
court,
Ooh, I'm gonna have to
Jesse
insert
looks
this.
Like she's going to give it a
Waiting-
go
you're
here.
waiting to
She
hear
was
it.
checked out by medical. Went and talked with Mike Bumgardner
I can talk during
during
it.
that
Isn't
timeout.
that over? Okay,
All right.
and we're back.
So apparently the video played.
So we've got to figure out how to.
I didn't
beat
even get
this.
to hear it. So, but anyways, you told me that the lady gets hit and then she leaves for 10 minutes. So did the other people wait for her to play? Like
They wait
she
for,
comes
wait for her
back
to come
and then they
back
keep
out.
playing?
Yeah, and so it's like 10 minutes later, then she comes
So
back
that must have
out.
been like a really super intense game then. Like
But
they waited. Like what was
what-
it? The championship?
I
It was like the town classic, and they were.
I don't
gonna,
know. I don't know. But here's my question to you. I want to take it back to the first part.
Yep.
A pickleball itself.
Yeah.
What would you describe it as?
Wiffle ball. Wiffle
Wiffle
ball.
ball. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
thought. She got hit in the head.
Yeah.
Should it really be 10 minutes for you to be out?
I almost killed a lady once. It bounced off the floor at the gym and hit her in the head,
It's that bad?
and it was violent. Thank God she wears glasses and it hit like the side of her glasses.
Okay.
Because it skimmed off her head like a fastball.
Okay.
Pretty much. And they're pretty hard. You
Yeah.
get hit, pickleball tattoo all day.
Nice.
Swear.
I like battle wounds. That's cool.
I hit somebody one day and they like pulled up their shirt and they were like, look at this. And you could actually see the holes that are in the ball on their skin. I was like, oh man. Like, but
so this isn't like the
it
little
happens though.
wiffle ball that's like where, you know,
No,
this
they're
one
pretty
has holes
dense.
all over it.
They're pretty dense.
Okay.
These things are pretty like, so wiffle ball that you play wiffle ball with for baseball is like a thinner plastic.
Yeah.
Pickleballs are a harder plastic, especially like the outdoor balls. They're like super hard. And I mean, you can light those things up pretty good and get some serious exit velo going on.
Oh, is that anybody?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be. It's Max. I think it's Max.
Okay.
Okay.
We can take this. Go ahead. We're going to take this. Here we go. We got a call.
Is it on there? Let's see.
Doctor,
Hello?
to accept, press 1.
Oh.
To send a voicemail, press 2.
Yeah, let's do it. Hello?
You're on Bacon on the Rocks.
Hello.
Who's this?
Hello. It's Maxwell.
Hello,
Hi,
Maxwell.
You're telling them about how you pegged someone brutally?
Yes.
He's calling you out.
Yes.
You pickled me several times, and I'm not happy about it.
Yes, I have pickled you several times. Max actually just hit himself in the face with the paddle the other day.
Why is it called pickleball? Why is it called pickleball?
Because you get pickled. Did you want to tell us about the injury that you had yesterday?
I don't really want to talk about that one.
Max suffered one of the most horrific injuries you can get in pickleball.
Yeah.
And that is a self-inflicted paddle to the face.
Oh no. Wow.
So yeah, it happens sometimes. I've actually watched people on the pickleball court hit themselves before. Like it happens. Like you just
like
you
when
randomly
swing it,
I've watched people like actually like catch like their leg or catch something that and then bam they whack. I'm like, did you just hit yourself in the face? Or people hitting other people like with paddles. It gets pretty brutal. Like it gets bad. So
Max, how's the show going on YouTube? Because obviously, if you know we're talking about pickleball, you're watching. How's it going? Good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going pretty good.
Okay,
All right,
cool.
perfect.
Couple episodes.
Awesome. Dude, thanks. We appreciate you watching, and I'm glad you're calling your dad out. I appreciate that.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Okay,
calling.
bye, Max.
Okay.
Dude, we
was
got a
good.
call. Okay.
Max and I play pickleball like every 5 minutes in the driveway.
Oh, really?
Yep. He's like, Dad, want to play pickleball? Come outside and play pickleball. We have like a mini pickleball net, so we do.
Nice.
And then we go to the park sometimes and play. But he likes pickleball. So pickleball's good.
So with that,
So going back though, like
that's
so-
10 minutes is justified.
so there's like a lot of different types of injuries.
Uh-huh.
So I was playing last week or the week before, and some woman came over to me and she's got a big old cut on her arm and she's bleeding, and I'm like, whoa, like
Super
you
serious
okay?
here.
She's like, oh, so and so just hit me with the paddle. I'm like, really? Like, you know, because you try to stay on your own side.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get like tunnel vision on the ball, and you're reaching over too far, and if somebody's trying to get, it can happen. Look at my thumb is still like like trying to heal from getting whacked. But so talk about pickleball and injuries. It is like, let's see. So pickleball injuries may cost Americans nearly $400 million this year.
What is going on?
That's what CNN says.
Wasn't this like a sport that just old people were playing for S&Gs? I mean,
So the analysis estimated that there will be around 67,000 emergency room visits, 366,000 outpatient visits, and 9,000 outpatient surgeries related to pickleball injuries this year. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's super serious, folks.
I've got injured. I'm like coming off a knee injury. I didn't play for 4 weeks. Like
I remember that.
it's just crazy. Like a torn meniscus or whatever. But
oof.
all I can say is you got to eat good. You got to hydrate.
Yep.
You got to stretch. I know it sounds crazy, but like everybody's got a misconception. They think pickleball and they think like an older community and older people.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I've brought like young people
But is
there.
that why maybe the older people are playing it and they're
No,
breaking their
'cause-
hips and everything?
No,
and-
I mean, I've watched a couple
be.
like seriously old guys like fall and tumble and roll and they get up and they keep playing. But I mean, that could happen. You know, it depends on how hard you want to go. But the thing is, like,
how bad do you want to win?
I brought younger people there. Like my age or whatever, and they are like amazed at how some of these people that are in their 70s are playing pickleball.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's no joke. Like,
I believe it. Yeah.
I get beat by 7-year-old people daily. And I'm not trying to say that like, and I'm
He's not trying to be proud about it.
and I'm good, but they're good. Like,
Yeah.
these are people that are athletic people, maybe old tennis people, not old tennis people, but, old
Yeah.
tennis players that, that was their sport, and
Okay.
it's just kind of how it is. But
Yeah.
it definitely gets a bad rap that it's just like this old thing. We just go and you just tap the ball.
Tap, tap,
No,
tap.
it's
Tip,
not
tip,
like
tip,
that.
tip, 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 tip.
Feel free to come and check it out anytime,
I know my ankle has started to get better.
You would be like, wow, this is pretty crazy. Then you can talk about it and say, so I went to pickleball today. That could be the episode.
and I'll never go again.
Chuck goes to pickleball, and Xavier can show up with the camera and he can record some stuff, So
Oh, look at that. Yeah, sure. You'll do that.
Yeah.
Huh? So just a reminder again, we are on YouTube, and that's how Max found out and he could call in.
Yeah.
So feel free. Xavier, you got that graphic up for YouTube and all that? I know it's kind of like an off-center thing, but yeah, we're on YouTube. We stream live now. Every show is our goal. I mean, once in a while things may happen, we don't get it on, but that's okay.
Also,
but our goal is to do that.
I got to finish telling you about the injuries. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I messed
So
up.
check us out on YouTube. If not, you can also call the hotline at 315-728-9151.
Yeah. And to close out the pickleball thing.
Yeah.
So, okay. So 60% of the injuries are sprains, strains, and fractures. Right?
Okay.
20% are contusions, abrasions, or internal injuries. And then fewer than 10% are lacerations or dislocations.
I think there's got to be a pickleball 101.
Dude, it's just
to
crazy.
Be safe.
It's
You
just
gotta be
crazy.
safe.
It's crazy out
But when
there.
does it get crazy enough that they're going to start like making people wear like special equipment? Do you think there could ever be a time where they're going to have to like
since
put
I've been
helmets on?
since I've been playing since last year, right?
Yeah.
I started playing July of last year, right? So I've only been playing for just over a year, and the people I play with, I've watched them start to come with like glasses on, like
really? Yeah.
And I actually wear my sunglasses now all the time. And I didn't wear glasses,
Okay.
but my friend got hit in the eye, and his eye was all blood, like it got all bloody, like on
Yeah.
the white part. I was like, whoa, like
Yep.
I mean, you can go blind. You can get a detached retina.
Yeah.
So, after some people see people get hit in the head and stuff, they start coming with, oh, I'm going to wear glasses because it looked dangerous yesterday. I'm thinking, yeah, it's getting crazy out here.
Yeah.
But whatever. It is what it is. It's just a sport. So, right?
Yeah.
People get hurt in sports all the time. It is what it is.
All the
you
time,
can't.
exactly.
And I actually stopped apologizing to people because if we're all there,
Yeah.
I don't do anything intentionally. It's not like I'm going to intentionally hit you with a ball.
Yep.
It's just, the ball goes where you look. So if I hit somebody, I'm just like, are you okay? It's not like I'm sorry. You didn't do anything. you
Yeah.
know? It's like, imagine football. You hit somebody and lay them out and you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, man.
Well, they pick each other up and pat them on the butt.
But they
or
don't
the head and-
apologize. They probably say like, hey man, don't stand there next time. Like they say something funny. But, anyway, so moving on from the pickleball realm.
So we're going to switch gears a little bit from pickleball to.
Oh, we were talking about football.
We were
Did I
talking
just say something about football?
Yeah.
We could just we could slide right into that, right?
I know the newest thing going on here that a lot of people are talking about. I'm surprised.
I didn't hear about it until today, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been all over the web a little bit here. Is the new complaint? Well, I don't know if it's really a complaint, but
Want me to read the headline to you?
Sure, read the
All right.
headline.
Michael Oher claims the Tuohys never adopted him and made millions off The Blind Side.
Okay.
Is that the headline you're talking about?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the one.
Yeah.
Yep. So
that's what I mean. It seems like a long time since then, right?
can you mute the video that I have on there and just play the video itself without the audio? Yeah, do that, Xavier, because I feel bad that our listeners here can't hear, and we'll talk over it. And so if you've seen the movie The Blind Side, which came out, I think it was like 2000.
Oh gosh,
2009.
2009.
Oh, I was right.
It's right here, 2009
Xavier,
movie.
the year you were born. There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So 2009. I can't believe it's almost 20 years old, that movie then. It's getting there.
That's what I mean. It seems kind of like a long time
Yeah.
coming for all this,
Waiting and
right?
Yeah.
Like it seems like a lot of time to fester about it.
Yeah.
Like why? Because
Well,
you're
and
not.
the thing is, he didn't at first. There
Yeah.
actually are older interviews where he says like the movie was very inaccurate.
Right.
And I was watching some things online, and he's sitting there saying it's like, a lot of the scenes, like the one where he says like, I knew how to play football.
Which is a lot of movies that they say based on a true story, like based. But what's the based part? Like,
Well,
we,
and that's
we
where-
filmed it in the same location. Like,
Yeah.
is that
and
what
that's
it is?
what I
They
want to
change
get
everything.
to after this. But he was sitting there saying it's like, I knew how to play football, but they had a whole scene where, the female character, Sandra Bullock, had to come in and sit there and say,
Like, teach him how to play football?
Yeah, like you got to protect this person, like this person, this,
Yeah.
this. And it doesn't at all, like, he's like, I knew how to play football. I mean, I had coaches before that. It's like, it's all blown out of proportion of the way it is. It's like, is the beginning of the movie where my mom, was on drugs, my dad was in prison and stuff. He's like, yeah, that's all true. But I mean, with what they did, it's like then they really kind of blew it out of proportion. Like me saving that kid's life by holding him back in the truck accident. RJ, I think.
See, I don't know
whatever
about
it was.
like
but-
see like this. I'm going to read a clip here from this article. It says the petition states that the movie, which made over $309 million worldwide at the box office, according to the Box Office Mojo, paid the Tuohys and their own, now adult birth children each $225,000 plus 2.5% of the movie's defined net proceeds.
Yeah.
Now this is a movie that made over $309 million.
Yeah.
Okay, and then it says the petition alleges that Oher earned nothing.
Yeah.
So Michael Oher got nothing.
How did the kids?
A movie based about the guy
itself, yeah, himself,
earned nothing.
himself.
Earned nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I mean, I would imagine that he would have made something because wasn't he kind of the guy? Like
he was the main character. So
I don't understand. Like
that's just it. It is weird, and I haven't read. The Tuohys did come out with a statement just recently. I haven't read it. I don't know what it is, but Mike. And so I want to go back to where you were talking about. That's my big question. When you sit there and you go to a movie theater and it says based on a true story, how much truth needs to be there? Because with every movie, they're going to sit there and blow it out of proportion to make it tug at your heartstrings or make you fearful or, to play off your emotions.
Right. You gotta have more drama.
Yeah.
Like I had
but how much?
I've had the opportunity to work with like some reality show stuff.
Yeah.
Back when I was doing motorcycle stuff, and none of it was real.
None of it's real.
They would be like, "Oh, you got to do this," and "Oh, make sure you get mad and kick the door or do that." Like you're like,
yeah.
That's when you realize, like, oh, it's all just they know.
Yeah.
As soon as something good happens, they're like, "Oh, yeah, we got to have more of that." Oh, now you broke the door, now smash the window.
You got to have that
little. You got to do more and more
emotional
and more.
roller coaster going up and down, all happy, then it's sad. And so Xavier, what if I said all the time about TV shows?
So
whenever we're watching them, what do I say?
One word, say it.
He's
fake.
Fake.
He goes on. I go. Every Xavier and Natalie watch all these shows, and I go. You guys know 100%. None of this is real. It's all set up and produced.
No. So when they say based on a true story, it's based on a true story. But then how much extra drama and whatever can we put here to make it seem like, oh my god, like this is kind of how it is. Yeah.
And that's what I whenever I shoot or do anything, it's like.
But I guess that's probably right. A movie versus like a documentary.
Yeah.
Documentary is more, I would say, true, right? Because they go through all the things that happened, right? Document all the things that happened. A movie is like, let's take the documentary and make it more flashy.
It depends on what your subject is and what you're trying to do and what message you're trying to get across that you make it to be true. So documentaries are only true to a degree,
right?
Depending on what you want your message to be.
Well, there's a lot of stuff here about the Michael Oher thing too. Like, they couldn't, he's like, they never adopted me, and they're like, oh, we couldn't adopt him because he was 18. But what are the odds of this family like seeing this kid that's really good at sports, like take him under their wing and whatever? Like, really? Like, I'm not trying to say that they had ill intentions, right?
Yeah,
but if the kid needed some help, that's great. They helped him out, but right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's other kids that didn't play as good as he did, and they weren't trying to. Are they still trying to help other kids?
I know.
Like,
so yeah. So I mean, you never know. It gets messy. I feel bad that it's going down because honestly, I do enjoy that movie. I mean, even if the story
when did Michael Oher stop playing football? Do you know?
I do not know.
He was on what?
So,
what was he? Was he on the Panthers? And the Ravens? I think he played for the Ravens and the Panthers.
Xavier's saying, yeah.
I think he's done. He's done now, right? He's done now with football?
I believe so, yeah.
Probably now that he's done with football, he's got time to reflect and like look at the movie and say like, what the heck is this? Before he was probably so busy.
Where's my money?
He was probably so busy he probably didn't even know what was going on.
I want my money for it.
He was probably so busy he probably was just trying to live his dream, and then probably now he's like got time to reflect and he's probably thinking like, are these people crazy?
Yeah.
Like, right? I don't know.
Yep.
Anyway.
So yeah, that's just, I mean, we'd love to hear if you guys are listening to us right now on YouTube or anything else like that, just live.
Let us know what you think about
let us know your thoughts, call in.
Let us know what you think about based on a true story movies.
Yeah, that's definitely, I mean, that you could do, you call into the phone line there. Xavier, you want to pop that back up again, the phone number? And you can call in, you can call 315-728-9151 and, let us know your thoughts on that. I mean,
Wasn't the Amityville Horror based on a true story?
Yeah.
So did the walls really bleed and all that crazy stuff?
They say it did. Again, now,
or was it just for the movie? Like, right?
I don't know. That was back in the 70s when LSD was a cool thing.
Frank.
Okay.
Frank.
Xavier's got to come like,
you got to record that. Fake.
And fake.
Today on Bacon on the Rocks, we're going to debunk some things. Fake. Yeah, I love it.
We could do that.
You did the ham horn thing, though. You were like, that's the ham horn. Oh, my God.
Xavier's loving it.
I'm going to have nightmares about that tonight. I can't believe that you just actually like let the people in America hear that.
You're
It's
welcome,
so bad.
America. That's
So
the way it
bad.
is. No shame here. No shame at
No
all.
shame in
So,
your game. No
nope,
shame
not
in
at
your
all.
game. Okay.
So I'm gonna go back a little bit. How was
Yeah.
your 4th of July? Because you know what,
Me?
we weren't talking. Yeah, just briefly. Did it go good? Anything like that?
So let's see. Oh, so 4th of July was really good. We, I think we played some baseball stuff, and then we had a party with some friends and went up to their parents' house, and they had put on like a fireworks display and stuff. So that was kind of fun, and all the kids got to hang out together. So that was nice. The kids got to enjoy themselves, and then we hooked up ourselves with some little driveway displays at our house, like
exactly.
the next following days for a couple of days, because it's always fun to play with fireworks for a couple of days. But we were home. We didn't travel really much or do anything, so
So
it's always nice to be home.
we hit up our buddies again at Special Fireworks ourselves and got us some nice quality fireworks, and you can never go wrong. If you want the real stuff,
you
you go
got
to
to get
him.
those good quality. That's what I'm saying. Like the driveway fireworks. That's what
Yeah,
they were.
exactly.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't.
I knew that's where.
I don't frequent the big pop-up tents that
No.
you see everywhere.
How about Xavier? How about this for a story? Xavier's friend, 4th of July day, went to one of these tent places.
Yeah.
They went there probably like late afternoon, probably something like that.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
tell what happened, like because you heard it. You heard it firsthand. What was happening?
Yeah.
So basically, the tent was like abandoned, and all the fireworks were still in there. And he just was looking into all the
Wow.
boxes. Some of them were empty,
Yeah.
and he finds a box, and it has just a ton of fireworks,
Yeah.
There you go.
and he just takes them.
Well, I mean, there's nobody there. Like,
Well, he's just like they abandoned it, they left it. And,
is this after the 4th?
no.
No, it's
It's
day
like
of.
during. Oh, day of. Like, I honestly see these people. Like, they really hire these people just to hang out the tent.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the 4th is over, it's like that person knows they're not getting paid. They're just gone.
Yeah.
And there is like there's like random stuff there in the tent until somebody comes and takes the tent down. It's
Yeah.
like, just leave it all. They'll take it. And whoever was getting paid is gone now.
Yeah.
Like,
So we had a fireworks thing here, but Xavier also went to his buddy's house after to light off those fireworks
Yep.
they got. His buddy then went to his parents and said, next year we're going to Mr. and Mr. Obernesser's house because their fireworks were
Oh,
a million
yeah.
times better
Yeah.
than what we had going on here.
see?
So yeah.
That's why they abandoned those fireworks.
Oh,
Because they knew. They were like, these fireworks
These are
suck.
the suck
They were like,
ones.
these are the sucky fireworks. Let's just abandon this tent and leave. That's
I'm
what
out
they did.
here. I'm going to find
See?
the bar.
That's true. But
So-
it's always raining and like there's water getting in the tent. I'm thinking, what kind of duds are people buying over here? That's why you got to
Yeah.
go. You got to shop local for your fireworks.
So the
very
reason I
simple.
ask about the fireworks is this past 4th of July,
Yeah.
Xavier has this video. Again,
Oh,
make sure it's
another video.
muted. Yeah. So
I
we're
need a monitor. You got to have a video
I
monitor
told you,
for me.
but we have no way to do that.
Dang it.
We got to work on it.
Dang it.
Xavier's all stressed out. Anyways,
You can't piggyback on here? No?
no.
Okay.
We need an iPad Pro and then we can do it.
It is iPad Pro.
Well, then we just got to get the adapter for the USB-C that can go to HDMI and then we can watch it. Well, we would have to put that on there though. Anyways,
we just bored everybody with that.
Everybody's like, "What are you guys? What's going on now?"
We just
Anyways,
bored
that's
everybody.
So there was a world record broke
Yeah.
this 4th of July.
World record. broke.
World record.
That's hard to say. World record. It
was.
You were like world record.
Record broke.
So what record was it?
This company had over 1,000 drones do an aerial
Oh,
show
yeah.
with fireworks involved for the 4th of July. And
Is
we
this
will
the
post
video?
this.
Is this the video you're going to play?
The video should be playing right now,
Okay.
right, Xavier? It's going?
No.
Oh, he's
yeah,
like,
go
what?
ahead. No, start playing. We'll talk
Play
about
the
it.
video.
So while it's going through, you've got over 1,000 drones and, the whole like town watching this display. And they have like George Washington crossing the Potomac, and they have like a flag going from the first flag with the circle with the stars all the way to
the Betsy Ross flag?
Ross flag. Thank you. And then I totally forgot her name for a moment. Bad
Is that
on me.
right? I'm probably wrong. Anyway.
So, but they had that flag, and then it changed it to the flag that we have now, and you actually see the flag like it's waving in the air
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
drones are moving. It's an amazing display. They have like Paul Revere on his horse saying the British are coming, and you see the horse's legs moving, and Paul's like riding up and down. It just the amount of work they had to go into to make these drones do what they had to do has got to be mind-boggling. I don't understand how they did it.
What is your? So let's say
yeah.
There's never any like replacement for fireworks.
No, they had
So like they can play all. So this is my own take.
Yeah.
Like I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But it looks very like 2D. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
very-
very
yeah,
like
it is.
very 2D. It looks
Yep.
like somebody took a light bright and just threw it up in the sky, and it's like, oh, right.
But there's motion involved.
I love
so.
I love the technology. It's good, but nothing beats
Beats
like
fireworks.
you
I
can talk
agree.
about like crossing the river, and you can talk about America and the flag, but nothing beats giant booms in the sky
Oh, I agree.
on the 4th of July. Like, that's
Yeah.
what it's about. Like,
No.
I'm just saying.
No,
But the drone
I'm with you on
technology,
that. But they had
technology
it
is
with
pretty cool.
They had it with fireworks as well, so that made it even better. So, and they had it coordinated with music, with the fireworks, with the drones. So,
my God.
I mean, the whole presentation
So what do you
was
think the
very
price
nice.
tag is on that thing?
Oh my God, I think
You
they
think
just did
somebody
it to beat
paid
the
some
record.
serious cash to do it?
I can't imagine. I mean, it's great publicity for that company. To sit
I always
there and
wonder
do
how
other
long
things.
those drones. So what is the runtime on the drones? Like,
Usually
the
20
thing.
minutes, right?
I don't know. I don't know what drones they use. Like, they got
They're
to be
very basic-
They're nuts. I watched them.
basic
I've
drones.
watched them online. Like, set them up.
Yeah.
And they're literally in a field, and they got like all little takeoff things, like little landing things, and the
Yeah.
guy like hits the button, and they all just go. Whoop. I'm like, holy crap! Like,
This
it's
one
pretty
took
crazy.
off in 3-layer because it was a 3-layer multi-plane like that. So it had
And it's never
layer 1, 2,
perfect
and
though,
3.
because you even in that show on that video, you can still see some drones kind of like not in the right spot,
Yeah.
and they're kind of still getting to the spot. Like, you got like
Yep.
one slow drone that's
Yeah.
just like, what's going on, man? I'm not in my spot. My
Hold on, wait,
my
I'll get
GPS
there.
is all wacky.
So, but it was an impressive display. They got the world record, the Guinness World Record for it. So, good for them.
So the Guinness guy was there with his little notepad.
They
like,
had it right at
watching,
the end,
right?
yep.
Like,
He-
okay, yes, it's very big. It looks good. Yep. Okay.
And it ran for 20 minutes. And
20
we are-
minutes long. 4,000 drones.
Oh, wait, that one drone got out. So
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, you never know.
So-
I always think that guy's funny when they do stuff like that. There's always a guy there.
I know,
you
right?
You call the guy. We should try to beat a record and call the guy. Would he come? They got
Oh,
it, right?
Xavier's like, yeah, well, okay, well, Xavier, you got to
Right, they
research
got
and
it,
figure
right?
out what record we got to beat.
There's got
I'll
to be an
find
easy
one
one.
that's bacon.
The Dude Perfect people are always got those guys there breaking records and stuff.
Yeah.
We should find a record that we could try to break.
I know, we could.
Like, practice
Yeah.
and be ready.
Yep.
Maybe the longest skimboard. The longest backyard skimboard. No?
Xavier's saying no.
The
You gotta cut-
longest,
you gotta
longest
cut to
puddle,
yourself.
the longest puddle skimboard. It's got to be out there. I'm telling you, dude, it'd be sick.
So there
No?
you go, Xavier. We can't leave until you do it. So we're stuck down there.
That'll be super awesome. The longest skimboard.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
what else? Oh,
I
think
know,
that's-
right? So,
this is-
oh, wait, no,
thanks.
no, you brought something. Remember?
I did. Oh yes.
Yeah, you brought a clip here.
So I
you're gonna
have. Don't play the clip yet. You can play the clip though in a minute. But anyway, so let's see.
So yeah, Mike brought us a clip.
Okay, so like we talked about dash cams last time on the show.
Yeah.
But like the thing that I get tons of recordings of are wild animals in my yard, like all the time.
Well, I remember your
All
squirrel
the time.
story.
Dude,
It was on
I've
camera
had-
though. But
I've had everything: squirrels, skunks, deer, coyote or wolf or whatever it was. Just walked by, looked at the camera one day. I'm like, what the hell? Like, it's nonstop. So
sure wasn't a fox.
the other day, I had a mama raccoon and like tons of babies. And I was
Really?
like, where are they going? So then last night, the camera goes, I get an alert and I look, and you can play the video now.
Go ahead,
if you want to play it.
So yeah, you can take a look and Mike
So
can
the
describe
so
kind of
the
what's
so
going
the
on.
baby raccoons are now like full blown little
Raccoons.
like robbers. Like they look like a little pack of like they look like a little pack of robbers like running through the
Thieves.
yard, and I'm just like, oh my god, it's crazy. and it's only like 1:50 in the morning. I'm thinking
Yeah.
sometimes I'm out there. Like, what am I going to
What
do
are you
if like
doing
a
at 1 in the
whole-
morning?
What if a whole pack of those dudes just like I turn the corner and they're like all running towards me? Like,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy. And I had to put like a giant rock on the trash can.
Okay.
And my wife's like, why is there a huge rock on the trash can? I'm like, to keep the raccoons out of it, because they keep going in there and like
I don't
ripping
want you
everything
going
up.
in it.
So the back of the trash can, it's the like the waste management can, the big plastic can.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
back of it is literally all gnaw marks because they've
they're
been
trying
like
to get in.
gnawing on the back of the lid, trying to like
Those little
There's
buggers.
5 of them. They can't push the rock off. The rock only weighs like 15 pounds. They can't push it. Not very strong
That's
raccoons.
too much effort.
Not very strong for 5 raccoons.
Could
But,
be not strong or not smart. You know.
Yeah, so that was the highlight. I mean, I get skunks daily, like skunks all night. They come through every night. It's like, oh, and there's multiples because I keep track of like the stripes and stuff. Like, it's just crazy.
I don't have enough time for that.
I don't even look outside anymore because there's never humans. It's just
Yeah.
animals. It's just animals. It's
Yep.
like I've seen a person. It's a cat like laying down. Like person, was it a witch? It was a black cat. I'm like, is it for real? No.
So I remember back when we lived at our old house in Utica. One day Don and I were looking in the backyard, and you just saw something, a line marching of like white. And we're like, what is that? And so we, they were all the way back of the yard, so they're a good, I would say 40 yards away.
Yeah.
Something like that, maybe 30. So we kind of walk out onto our deck a little bit to get a better view. Lo and behold, it's just a trail of mommy skunk with baby
Oh,
skunks
nice.
walking right in, and they lived underneath our shed. And so,
Nice.
yeah, it was a good number. I want to say it was like a good 5, 6 skunks altogether, something like that. And This was before your time, Xavier. You were like,
5
if at all, a
skunks.
baby. But yeah, we had that. And the worst part was we didn't know it at the time that, I guess we didn't even think about it. Our dogs got sprayed. And we had just
You
a
had
dog
wiener
door.
dogs,
They
right?
could go in
Did you
and
have
out.
wiener dogs?
Yeah, 2 little weenies.
Wiener dogs will go right down in that hole there, aren't they?
Oh, they weren't.
They're like little hunting dogs. They'll go right in there.
Dachshunds.
They'll go right down in the
Badger.
hole. Get
Yep,
'em.
little
Get
badger.
'em.
Yeah, so they would have.
Yeah, skunks are a nasty problem to have.
Yeah.
My neighbor had skunks like living under her porch. Like
Yep.
she had a concrete like porch with stairs and it was living under there.
Yeah.
And she's like, how do I get them out of here? I'm like, I don't know. And like you'd go in her house and like her front closet.
Yep.
It actually stunk like skunk. And they were like living under the porch. And I'm like,
Yep.
I was like, I don't know. Like try to fill the hole up with something or put water in there. I have no
Yeah.
idea. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah, we got some living under. There was some living under a shed last year. I don't know if they're there anymore. There is something under there. Donna thinks it's
I know
rabbits,
they say if you have groundhogs,
but
like try not to get rid of the groundhogs or to kill the groundhogs because that leaves the open den.
Mhm.
And if the skunks find it, then they'll just move into it.
yeah,
And then you got an even worse problem. So
yeah,
I got a couple groundhogs and I'm not looking to take them out right now because I don't want anybody else moving in. We got a lot going on in our neighborhood. I don't want anything moving in. It actually, here's another one that's funny. So yesterday I walked into my workshop and I have automatic lights that go on.
yeah.
So like I walk in, it's got the occupancy sensor, boom, lights go on. And the workshop's outside. And all of a sudden I hear like a chirp, chirp, like a animal.
Yeah.
And I'm looking. And then all of a sudden I look and here come 2 chipmunks coming straight at me. I was like, I'm like, oh my, so I just stood my ground and like stopped my feet. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, raw. And one of them ran up the other way and the other one still came right at me, like, whoo, right by me. I was like, I was like, yeah.
Chip and
Yeah.
Dale. One was having it and one wasn't.
I did. I had like, it was like fight or flight at that point. I was like, what do I like, right? I was like, oh, just,
Yeah.
I was ready. So I got that issue going on now. I don't know what I'm going to have to figure
Yeah.
out where they're coming in from, but yeah, I just like have a farm over there going on.
I know,
So,
right?
It is a barn, but it is a farm.
So, to round this thing out,
Yeah.
like I said earlier, we have a phone line, don't we, Xavier?
Yeah.
And the exciting part about the phone line is we record your messages. Now, also, you can send
you
a
got
text
some
message.
messages. You got some messages to play.
Yeah,
don't
that's
you?
right. We got that.
Don't forget
but
about
we also
those.
got a text message. So I didn't actually, if you can pull up the text message after, but
Yeah.
we got 2 messages that I thought were actually kind of entertaining. So we're going to play those right now. So the first one is bringing back an oldie but a goodie. So let's cue this one up here. So hold on.
Hey, I was just wondering, when is Uncle Pete's Boat's going to be sponsoring the show again?
Uncle
He's one of my favorite sponsors.
Favorite sponsor? Have we ever had that before?
Favorite sponsors.
Favorite sponsor. You were asking about Uncle Pete.
I didn't know about Uncle Pete's. I came a little bit late
Yeah.
to the show, so I didn't know. I was like, is this a joke? Who is Uncle Pete?
He's a pretty good sponsor.
So now I know. So Uncle Pete, if you're out there,
Uncle Pete, yeah. So
When
Uncle
my-
Pete was a little joke thing that we just did because we wanted people to sponsor the show and say, hey, we're still looking for people to
Yeah,
sponsor.
yeah.
We could have people sponsor our little soundboard here, you know? So, hey, if you're looking for some sponsorship, come on. We'll definitely have you on there.
They
Yeah.
could. The voicemails could be sponsored by somebody special.
Absolutely.
See? And
So
whatever we play.
but Uncle Pete was just a made up. It was a made up person every week. Uncle Pete had a boat shop and he had a restaurant and just Uncle Pete's.
Electrical.
Yeah, he was
Uncle Pete.
electrical.
I
Electrician.
need to go back to school.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, Uncle Pete was just something that we kind of did it for S&Gs, and you know, we carried it for a couple shows, and then it
Nice.
just died off. But
Well,
yeah.
somebody wants them to come back.
Yeah, so you know, we're gonna maybe bring Uncle Pete back here and figure out something with him. So, okay, this next one I'm not a fan of, but I guess Xavier and Mike can.
Yeah,
they
like
said that
you
we
a
should
lot.
play this one.
They
So
like you a lot on this one.
yeah, hold on, here we go. This is the second one we got. So
Yes, I wanted to say that I really like your show. I think that Xavier does such a fantastic job. Yes, and Mike, yeah, he's a funny guy. He has great stories. But that Chuck guy, yeah, he's an asshole. So
what is this garbage?
Appreciate it very much. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Okay,
Wow.
I want to get that number of this guy and want to call him back because that's
Wow.
ridiculous.
He's just like, wow.
Well, we said we'd play it, so
Well, yeah,
there you
like,
go.
So whatever you guys, yeah,
you know,
we'll-
we
we'll
just
play
got
it.
to, you know, we'll edit it with a beep or
might
two.
It might be controversial, but
You know,
we'll
gotta
still,
let it
we'll
happen.
still play it. We'll still play it.
So
I don't think Chuck's gonna call that guy back, but
I'm gonna call him back.
if he calls live one day, that'd be, imagine.
No.
He'll have a debate with you. He'll be like, well, I want to debate with you, Chuck.
Yeah, go ahead. Debate me. What do you want to debate about? Because
He
I'm
wants to
horrible
talk
at
about
debating.
the blind side. I want to talk about the blind side with Chuck. I don't believe anything that he said.
So, but you can call in, but you can also leave us a text
you can
message.
text. You can
And
text, yeah.
Mike actually, because it goes through his. You want to pull up that text? Because I don't have it. So, and then we'll read that. So,
You want to read my text? Okay. All right. So here you go. All right. Want me to read it?
yeah.
Okay. This is a text message.
Oh,
from
are you gonna read it in French for
a
us?
text,
Or?
text message from a Bacon on the Rocks liker subscriber.
I wish I had some French music.
No, oui. Okay. They said, hey guys, long time listener, first time caller. Well, it's kind of a text message.
Texter, but that's okay.
You were talking about dash cams a few years ago. I caught someone driving around near Sangertown Mall in a fully legit Spider-Man costume, mask and all. Not sure why he chose to cruise around in his Honda Accord over web slinging. Definitely the weirdest thing I've caught. Keep it up, Eugene. Yep.
Well,
But that is a good point, though, right? Not sure why he chose to cruise around in his Honda Accord over web
I do.
slinging.
What buildings are there to swing? He can't swing anywhere around
Yeah,
here.
maybe.
except
Oh,
in
you know
Utica,
what? It's
but
probably because that's the thing. If you're
Yeah.
Spider-Man, there's no tall buildings to sling from.
yeah. Well,
You're kind of screwed.
Is that or a bicycle?
That's kind of like Spider-Man's kryptonite.
Yeah.
How
It
come
really
nobody
is.
ever fights Spider-Man in the country? Could you imagine? He'd have to
Sits there,
run.
shoots it out, and he just falls flat on his face.
He'd never get away.
No.
He'd have to run on his own steam.
Yeah.
See?
Yep,
This is
so-
good. So Marvel's, or is it, who's in Spider-Man? Is he Marvel's?
He is
I don't know.
Marvel.
So Marvel's, we want to see Spider-Man get
In the country.
teleported to the country to fight somebody. That's all. Okay. That's all.
Oh dear. So
Eugene has a good point, though. I just kind of thought of that. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now I know why.
But that's why, because he can't go anywhere.
Yep. And I guess being Spider-Man doesn't pay good, so he just had a Honda
He
Accord.
could web zip, but that's about it.
What?
Web zip, where he just sits there and he would shoot on the side of the building and can kind of keep pulling himself to keep momentum
Can't
going.
he just shoot onto the back of a car?
And stand on top of it. He could do that.
No, but let's see. He could skimboard on the back of from the back of a car. Right? No?
So, Xavier's not like Xavier. You don't like that one?
No.
Why? It was
He's
freaking great.
embarrassed when nobody's even seeing him. He's like,
It
I'm
was
so
great.
embarrassed.
It
Oh
was
my
great.
gosh. So we want to leave you guys with that definitely for the soundboard. We want more calls, more texts.
Yeah, you got a whole
it's
week.
Great start.
You got a whole week to
Exactly.
call
But
us. And
I want to
send
give them
us
something to talk
messages.
about. So what do we want, all three of us, what do we want them to text, call in about, and leave a message or their thoughts about? Because I think we're going to sit there and post this so that way they can, start calling in.
I don't know.
Let's see here.
It would have to be a topic for the next show.
It could be a topic.
Right?
It could be something we've done in
Right?
the past.
Something
or,
that we well, if we told them what we want to talk about for next week's show, then
Yeah.
they could call in and I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't prep for this one. I forgot to ask this question. Yeah.
Dang you, Chuck.
I know. So what's coming up? What's coming up next week?
Have we talked about foods or anything? We could talk about favorite foods. No, that's kind of boring.
I actually,
Any good
a
movies
buddy
coming
of
out?
mine on Facebook, I don't want to say names in case they don't want
Yeah.
to be mentioned, but he sent me something about bacon flavored candy cotton candy. No, I looked for it. They're all sold out. I was going to get us some. That is something though we are going to do. I found a place that gets will ship to you Japanese type candies and
Japanese bacon.
all different kind of things like that. So I might actually get some of those in.
Okay.
And we can try different foods from different countries and things like that. I figured that'd be fun
That just
to do.
sounds scary.
No, it doesn't look too bad. Some of them are a little,
Can
but
we invite
we'll go through it together
We'll
and pick a
invite
couple.
Anthony Bourdain on, and he can talk about it. Right?
Isn't he?
What? Does he pass away?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
I think so. Yeah.
I think we talked about that. I think we talked about that once. Shoot,
So,
sorry. Anyway.
Leave us a message on that. Is there a certain food you've eaten from another country or done one of those websites where they kind of send you those different kinds of foods from whether it's Japan, Brazil, Sweden, Germany, things
or
like that?
recommendations on what a good food is to try. Right?
Exactly.
Something we
So,
can
and then
order
we'll
try.
kind of, if you have a website too, let us know what that is.
Yeah,
Leave it in
maybe
the
we can order
messages. And we'll kind of figure that out. And
we can order it and we can make Xavier try it because since he doesn't talk a lot.
Why me?
Because you don't talk that much, so you got a lot of time to chew.
especially spicy ones. We'll give him some spicy ones.
No.
Oh, you can do the chip challenge, the one
No,
chip
thank you.
challenge.
The one chip challenge.
Come on.
Xavier's looking very excited.
I'll never
about
do
that.
the one chip challenge, by the way.
Nope.
Maybe next show somebody will do it.
So, anyways, you can always give us a call at 315-728-9151 to leave us a message. Let us know what you think, whether you want to tell us about the food challenge or you want to talk about the show or tell me how great I am on the show.
Yeah,
I
Chuck
know
needs
I need some love
people.
now. These two, dear Lord. Anyways, or you can go to baconontherocks.com very soon, and check out the shirts, apparel, and all the other latest stuff going on. Xavier's having a good time at the board.
There you
So I'm Chuck along with Mike and Xavier, and everybody, you have a great week, and we'll check you out next time. I did that again. Always
We'll
check
see
them
you
out
next
week.
time, maybe.
Okay, maybe. See ya.